Good evening. I'm going to share a little bit of my project that I'm just finishing up. This will be done within the next day or two now. This is the Hero of Destiny was killed by the final boss. I was testing and balancing and fine-tuning the combat and the game overall, and I was realizing how fun it was. You don't really understand what your game will be like until it's towards the end of development and you can play it and fine-tune it. And going through the final dungeon a couple times, I understood the potential for fun with the combat because there's 50 different playable characters and they're all quite different, and you build a team of 8 if you want, or you could have less if you want. But I realized there's so much potential for fun, so I've spent the whole day just building a battle coliseum. There's 6 different arenas, and I think people are going to have a lot of fun. I'll show you a little bit of comment here and commentate on it. So you'll see things start to get tense here when this guy that shoots projectiles comes towards me. So I set down a crate, and it's not really supposed to be a useful skill, but you can use it as a spacing tool. And there are also characters that can build fences, so you can corral enemies, use it as a spacing tool, you can trap them. That's quite useful there, as I've kept them at a distance. That gives me time to go through my menu with my placeholder icons. I just need to drop them into the game project and replace those placeholder. But you can see I'm buffing the team here with Sharpen. That gives me a +4 to attack with everyone, but I have multiple Sharpen users here. Rock Throw does have knockback. I have Wood Chop, which is pretty powerful. Rock Throw is really good for keeping enemies at a distance. We have Stick Throw. And of course, using your attacks has cooldown. So once you have cooldown, you really just gotta play carefully and wait until you can use your abilities again. And things are going to start getting tense here as these larger goo, the dark colored goo there, can grab you and they can drain your life pretty quickly. We have Beastman here, and things are starting to get tense as more enemies are dropping in. The game introduces you to enemies one at a time, and you learn what they can do and how they can be a threat. And on their own, they're not really that dangerous, but it's when they're in a group like this is when they get really dangerous. Luckily, I was able to drop that fence. I had my carpenter build a fence there, and you can see it's now I've used that as a spacing tool, but I'm getting ganged up here. And I'm starting to lose control of the battle a little bit because I haven't been paying attention. And I lose my Alchemist. I was relying on him to use his Bad Elixir, which is an area of effect that stays on the field. I lost my Alchemist, and that's basically when I lost this whole match, was I really needed him. There's characters that can use certain weapons, like for books. Books are a weak weapon, but if you hit an enemy with a book, it temporarily prevents them from using their special attack.